Want to grow on TikTok? Join our agency for support with expert mentoring, stream protection, and audience growth. It's time to level up. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description to join today.
Ready? Yeah. Ayman Khan here for Seconds Out with boxing sensation Ben Whittaker. Ben, I just seen a pack of cards there too. Cards like that don't go cheap. How much do you have to pay for that one?
You know what? Somebody actually gave it me. One of the guys who gave me an interview, he gave it me. I don't think he knows if you pack something, it's a hefty price. I said, if I pack something, don't think you're gonna get it back. And he had a little giggle, so I'm gonna open it when I get out of it, just in case.
You know, people are like going into stores and they're weighing packs like that to see which ones have the best cards, because apparently the best cards are heavier than the ones that don't have any rares in.
I didn't even know. My friend called Sam, one of my barber, he's spending mortgage money on these type of things. So after I open, I'm gonna send it to him, see if I got something good.
I was listening to your anime Mount Rushmore and I was waiting to hear Vegeta, and you left him, I think, to the end of it. But Vegeta, of course, an anti-hero in his story arc, and then became the good guy, the hero who gave his body, his soul, his emotions to his team and his friends. How do you think you're viewed in the boxing sphere? Do you see yourself as an anti-hero? Do you see yourself as disliked, liked? How do you view yourself?
Yeah, I like that question. I'd probably say anti-hero. Probably misunderstood. A lot of people have this certain perception, or whatever the word is, over me. But for me, my little people around me, they know the true me. And what they say don't really matter. As long as I win, as long as I achieve what I set out to achieve, that's all that matters.
That's why it was I wouldn't say it was a departure from what we've seen before, but we didn't see the showboating style. Is that returning? Is that back? Is that still part of your DNA, moving up the ladder?
Yeah, I think that is part of my DNA. I've said it before. I said, like, there's no other 6'3" light heavyweight with my unique style that can move like me with my speed. So for me, don't change that. A lot of people can't deal with that, but I know the basics take you around the world, so I'm marrying the two. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. It'll work against the right opponent, it won't. So it's just knowing when to do it, and that's what I'm maturing to learn.
What's Gavazzi pose to you this weekend? What have you got to do? What have you got to show? What problems is he going to pose to you?
He's going to be game, of course. He's only lost 1 out of 20. This will be his opportunity on a big platform, an opportunity to change his life. And he needs to take fighters like that seriously, because after I beat him, you won't get this opportunity again. So you got to make sure you're just switched on. So for me, it's just go out there with the right mindset, go out there, dissect him, and move on.
Something that really confused me, I was listening to, and I spoke to Frank Smith about it as well too, and he gave me a good response, but I was listening to Ben Shalom's interview with Steve Bunce on the BBC, and it's about kind of him moving forward with boxer and losing yourself. And he kind of mentioned that, you know, BBC kind of wanted certain talents, and kind of alluding to the fact that maybe it was a decision on their side not to want you. And I kind of thought, that makes no sense. Why would the BBC not want someone like Ben Whittaker? Could you clear up that situation as to who wanted what, and your ended up with Matchroom?
Yeah. You know, a lot of people have got a lot of things to say, but at the end of the day, I will come across bigoted, but I don't want to come across bigoted. I'm speaking facts. Other than the AJs, other than the Conor Benns, who really brings views like me? Not many. So a lot of promoters, a lot of platforms would want me. They've said themselves. Talking like this is cringy, but it's true. So Ben Shalom, why would he want to lose me? Frank Warren, why would he not want me? Wasserman or MVP, why wouldn't they want me top rank? Obviously they did, but the person who brought the right deal, the right plan, the right route was Matchroom. I joined them, and here we are. But it's he say, she say, really.
Let me get some opinions from you, because I want them from you as well too. Anti-Joshua versus Jake Paul. First of all, if you were in the opposite corner versus Jake Paul, what would you do? Would you play with him? Would you go in there and knock him out and prove a point? What would you do?
You got my AJ. I'm going out there.
No. What would you do?
Oh, what I do against Jake Paul? Depends what the contract says, really. You don't know what the contract says. But when you're making money like that, who cares what happens, man? You know what I mean? But I say congratulations to both of them, man. Especially Jake Paul, man. Like his UFC fighters that he's fought, they were still champions. He's fought the Tommy Furies and people like that, but his fight schedule with Gervonta Davis, yeah, he was lighter than him, but he was a world champion, very skillful. Then he's gone to an AJ, which is crazy. But I'm sure there'll be something in there where they can't hit too hard or something, because I think it would be dangerous. But fair play to them, man.
As far as we're aware, it's all above board. It's a straight fight between the two. So what does happen? I'm just going to be direct here. What does Anthony Joshua do to Jake Paul?
I think he's got to be a knockout, hasn't it? You know what I mean? I think he's an Olympic champion, ex-world champion. He's knocked out people like Klitschko and other names like that. What's a Jake Paul, really? But Jake Paul has this super confidence, so who knows? He might knock him out. Who we know?
I would say the disparity in skill difference between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua might be the disparity in skill difference between you and me. If we sparred and I said it's going to be 10 rounds and I made it to the 10th round, would you feel like, whoa, I've not shown myself here?
Yeah, maybe I've done something wrong, haven't I? But who knows? You might be a hidden boxer yourself. You might be slipping and sliding. I can't hit you. But yeah, it is a bit of a weird one. But like I said, they're both getting paid. Hopefully, they both come out the ring with the brains intact and they can move on. But it's all good for boxing. They're bringing new eyes, new opportunities, and it's good for everybody.
Last thing to touch on, Benavidez versus Yard is a good fight, but Benavidez stepped on the gas and he got Yard out of it. What do you think of the fight?
Yeah, it was a good fight at the end of the day. Benavidez is what he's supposed to do. He showed his level. He showed levels in the game as well. But fair play to Yard. He moved up. He fought another dangerous fighter. And it was good for the sport.
Do you think of the potential return of Bivol? He's had a back injury. Do you think he'll return back to the sport the way he was fighting at the elite level? Do you think he can?
Hopefully so. He's a great fighter, a great champion. But you never know what these injuries take out of fighters. He's getting probably to the part of his career where he's like 34, 35. The body can only take so much. So it'll be interesting to see how he comes back, but he's a good fighter.
And the final word for you, what from fans expect to see from you this weekend against Gavazzi?
Another good clinical performance, and at the end of the day, another Ben Whittaker victory. My hand will be raised, and I'll be going home with a title.
And look forward to it. Thanks for taking that, sir. Come on. Appreciate you. Cheers.
Want to grow on TikTok? Join our agency for support with expert mentoring, stream protection, and audience growth. It's time to level up. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description to join today.